Don't believe in. Can I do that? All right. I don't believe in laws or the system by any means whatsoever. I try not to obey them at any time. That's what I believe in, not believing in.
So what keeps you alive?
4 big bottles of water a day, 2 packs of Marlboro Reds, and
He's over like the beat speak.
that's what keeps me alive. Shit. Music. I have to listen to music all day long. I'd say that keeps me going. I'm a pretty dark person. I've thought about ending it a million times, and I have to say that music keeps me here. By far, the main thing.
What up, Buzz fam? We back another Beers Bars video. I'm Casey.
Score.
Yo, so we got Kendrick on the track.
Yeah, so we got the Heart Part 2, so we're, gonna finish the Heart series like we started a long time ago with the first one, and we're just gonna go ahead and go down this rabbit hole right here and just, introduce, songs, that Casey I know has not heard though,
Correct.
because, he's a banger guy though, and so we're gonna introduce him to Kendrick.
As some genius in the comments section pointed out during the GNX album reaction, he said, Casey doesn't like Kendrick. Casey likes K-Dot.
Yeah.
No truer words have ever been said. But I'm giving it a shot, right? Because before we started the channel a couple years ago, I was not the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan. I knew that he's a phenomenal artist, and he's definitely in like the top 5 best rappers ever, right? But at the same time, for me, it just wasn't somebody I was listening to that much. I heard I like DNA and some of his other songs or whatever, right? Before we started the channel. Now I'm like, man, he got some like real bangers in here, right? And so I'm definitely looking forward to going down the Heart series and seeing what it's got to offer and all that kind of stuff. Kind of like delving deep into it. Most of the time, songs like this on an album, because like the way I was listening to music before is like, yo, I only got a few minutes in the car to listen, or I'm on the treadmill or something. I ain't trying to listen to the heart while my heart's pounding on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? So but now we get to take a time, sit back, listen for real. And so
and sip something. So
yeah, sip on a little beer. It's listening in a different kind of way, for sure, for a different kind of reason. Let's do it.
I have to say that music keeps me here. By far, the main thing.
Thank you. Sitting in the studio thinking about which move would go right now. Freestyle or write down, whatever. And still I come up clever. I just need to free my thoughts, and Lord knows that I know better. But I ain't perfect. I ain't seen too many churches or know them Testament verses. You should either hear me now or go deaf, or end up dead, die trying and no death. Might end up dead, swallow blood, swallow my breath. Fuck a funeral, just make sure you pay my music respect, nigga. I mean...
Ain't no need for rest in peace out here. You better pay my music some respect.
Shoot.
Put respect on the name. Ain't got shit to do.
Yes, man.
That might be the hardest thing I ever heard Kendrick say. And he said some dope shit.
Man, I'm telling you though, and it's just, I don't know, just like something that attracted him to me right away. It was just, he wasn't, about, these entendres. He wasn't, the metaphoric, just like I'm flippity flip or whatever, just like these words, whatever. Like it was just like straight up truth, life, stuff like that. I'm stuff, that I was like so attached to to Pac with though, and it's just like I just feel like Kendrick, he captured, that type of, just like that type of theme, like that type of, style or whatever though, and it's just like, so that's what just kind of just like drew me in for him.
Swallow my breath, fuck a funeral, just make sure you pay my music respect, nigga. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You see my art, it's all I have, and victory tastes sweet. Even when the enemy can throw salt, still knock them out the park like a fucking tow car. Let bygones be bygones, but where I'm from, we buy guns and more guns to give to the young.
Let bygones be bygones, but where I'm from, we buy guns
and give them out to the young.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Guns be bygones, but where I'm from, we buy guns and more guns to give to the young. I'm living the life of a nigga, trap nigga. Inside the system, all you envision is trap niggas. My uncle doing life inside prison, he wasn't
the way he flipped that trapped to like, we're all trapped, like trap artists, but like, dang, okay.
Nigga, inside the system, all you envision is trap niggas. My uncle doing life inside prison. He wasn't rap too tight. He told me rap about life, not rap niggas. That's why I'm shaking my.
See, I love that. I love that right there. And that brings me to my point, though, you know, rap's about life, you know, and that's, I think, you know, what like really like separated him from all the other members, you know, within Black Hippie too as well, though, you know, it's just like his ability to talk about life. And, you know, like, again, you know, it was like kind of just like the Pac, you know, comparisons, though, you know, because like he talked about life too as well, you know. Cole, you know, he talks about life, but like he's, you know, just like kind of like the double entendre, you know, acrobat type of guy too as well, though, you know, but it's just like, you know, like I like that stuff, like I love it, though, you know, I vibe with it with you and everything like that, man, but it's just like when I do sit down, like I gotta hear people talk about life, like talk about, you know, just
their
like
life.
really like what's going on. Though,
I feel like
know?
that was Cole when he was younger, right? But I feel like he used most of his stories and most of his in his first few albums, and so now like his life is way different, obviously. Yeah, same as K-Dot. Yeah, to now, right? But but when you're talking about this, like you're like growing with it, like from like a young age kind of thing, and maybe Kendrick just had a lot more stories of like craziness in his life,
just like a lot more stuff to, you know, like I guess like build upon, though, you know.
Yeah.
And he wasn't rap too tight. He told me rap about life, not rap niggas. That's why I'm shaking my head when you rap dissing. My stomach start turning, my nerves get to twitching. I start evaluating.
See, even now, you should have known better. You should have known not to mess with this dude.
In my head when you rap dissing, my stomach start turning, my nerves get to twitching. I start evaluating, then my final intuition is that you wishing to come up, well just come up. We used to beefing over turf, fuck beefing over a verse. Niggas dying, motherfucker, double entendre. And this is Compton, lions in the land of the triumph. Raps ran our defiance, ban our alliance, put burners in the hands of the black man. One hood with 24 foes like a clone Kobe Bryant. You probably heard I wanna be heard and wonder who I am.
24 foes like a clone Kobe Bryant coming out here. You done messed up with the you messing with the lion out here. Yeah, I do.
Hunger, man. Just that's what this is, man. This
right here. If anybody think they want smoke with Kendrick, they should come back and listen to this first and be like,
study the catalog.
this was him like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, man. It's just like kind of just like, you know, how, you know, like how like I'm Chris Patrick, you know, kind of like it was kind of like I'm going through this thing right now. You know, like before he gets to like
the next level
and then starts getting like, you know, like goated and everything like that, man. You know what I mean?
Like what he just did right there reminds me of when Dre was like, he's like, y'all want to talk about guns like I ain't got none. What do you think? I sold them all because I stay well off? like y'all coming after K-Dot today like he ain't got a gun still in the closet.
I remember like there was like something and like, you know, and you didn't hear this yet though, you know, but it was on Section 80. And like I think that this came out either like around or after Section 80 or whatever, when he was like, if Dre come at me with a handout, I'm gonna take his hand and break it, you know, because just like, look, like I'm freaking taking advantage of this shit.
Yeah.
Like don't show me a crack in the door because I'm gonna freaking break that mother.
Yeah.
You probably even listen to Faith and think I know Zion, but really I'm just caught in the loop of understanding the truth because it seems like it's always clashing with science. I got a big fear of flying. My future's so bright I probably go blind before I blink twice. I ain't lying. I swear to God, half of y'all just don't know Kendrick. The school of hard knocks, we was the first ones in attendance. You walking down that block, he got shot, you a no eyewitness. You just
the school of hard knocks, and you were the first ones in attendance.
Yeah.
Knox, we was the first ones in attendance. You walking down that block, he got shot, you a no eyewitness. You just mind your business. You just turn your head, kneel down, and then tie your tennis. It's kinda scary, ain't it? You can't act like no bitch that only got Tyler Perry famous. Just let me explain it. Why you pick up that stainless? Cause your pops wasn't anxious to see you when you hated. So much you probably had your burner tucked at graduation. Said if you see him on them bleachers, then you kill him facing 25 to life with a murder charge. Your enemies was to pray and now you pray to God. I pray these bars get farther than Compton. And if I reckon if I break, I still won't break my promise. I promise to keep it honest. Secret society, all we ask is trust. And all we lack is communication like service sucks. The people scared of annihilation when kingdom
No, yeah. Lacks communication like service sucks. Oh, that's some good shit right there.
Yeah, man, good shit, man. But it's just like the truth, man. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I mean, dude, it's just like people in our community, like it really is, man. It's just like the communication. I mean, like there's just like barriers in between. Like it just is not as good as it could be. Though, you know what I mean?
Not as good as it could be. Correct. People are getting murdered right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though, you know, because it's like they fail to communicate, though. You know, it's just like they let the emotion take over and they can't talk about it. So what's the next solution? Or, you know?
Yeah. Crazy town.
And all we lack is communication like service sucks. The people scared of annihilation when kingdom come. And I'm like, the Kendrick Lamar hold in less than a month, all right? Gotta keep it pushing. Can't let the government tell me how my future looking. I'm on Rosecrans and Central trying to duck the central bookings. If the fucking pigs get behind me, then you know I'm booking. Never will I surrender.
Yeah, then you know I'm... See, here's the thing, right? Like what he's saying is crazy. Like got me cheesing ear to ear, right? Like I just like, especially in this version of Kendrick, like I don't really like the way he sounds. You know what I mean? It's not like I like what he's saying and how he's saying it and how he's putting it down on the track. But like when I think about like, okay, people compare him to Pac, and I'm like, yo, Pac's got like the best voice of all time.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like like the only way, you know, really to me, like how he compares to Pac. All right, like of course, like not the voice, not the
definitely not the voice,
not the thug mentality, but like I think like their comparison is their authenticness and like their realness and what they talk about. You know, it's not all like make believe crap. It's just what they're going through on a day-to-day basis, whether if it's love, you know, whether if it's friendships, whether if it's struggle or whatever, it's just like how they deliver.
It's delivered authentically, right? Like,
yes,
like
exactly.
they're some of the most authentic artists of all time, and that's really where like it draws you in.
Exactly, and then like the other way that they compare to each other, you know, how like Pac, you know, he was the bridge between East and West Coast sounds and everything. Like
that's
he was the
right
one,
now.
And then with Dot, like I think in a different way,
with the
he's the
Bloods
bridge,
and Crips and gangs and all this shit. Yeah,
man. But like he's the bridge between the current rappers and
the old rappers,
old school rappers. Yeah. Like he is that bridge, I think.
Him
you
and
know?
Cole.
So that's how, like Cole. You know, I could even throw Jiddy in there. I could even throw Tyler in there too.
It's kind of new.
Yeah, man. But I think like more
Tyler for sure.
Like I would say like more Dot, you know, and Cole. Like they're like the bridge between, you know, like
between
what
the J's and M's and the
like the J's and Nas's and stuff like that, and Andres,
and
you know, to what's going on right now.
Going on to Jids and like all the newer rappers. Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Bookings. If the fucking pigs get behind me, then you know I'm booking. Never will I surrender. I've been a warrior when I came out my mom's placenta. In the gutter lane like a master splinter. How splendid, I guess my project had did it. Got all these niggas approaching they mixtape different. They said 7 tracks, I said 15. Called it an EP, they said I'm tripping. But little did they know I'm trying to change the rules that we've been confined to so the corporate won't make decisions.
See? And I like that. This is what we're talking about, where he's spitting like some real shit. Like he was like, yo, they said like 7 tracks. He's like, nah, I put 15 on that thing. I still call that thing an EP. Because that's how it is for me. Like I'm doing things differently. I'm redefining what it means to put out music and how we're going to put out music. I ain't just sitting like this rat in a rat race, like Splinter in the Cell or whatever, you know?
Exactly. And it's like he ain't moving like everybody else. He's moving different. And that's just...
Yeah.
Pretty bitches, handling business, killing our dreams, stealing our vision. Out in Haiti, adolescents barely have a home. In LA, everybody think they fucking on. Hop on Twitter, perpetrate, we doing big shit. Who we hanging with and bragging about the iPhone. I swear to God, most of y'all cats just don't know Kendrick. You barely know yourself, so I guess most of y'all should be offended. Ain't doing this for my health, I'm trying to purchase my mama them business. Occupying my time with riches, justifying my time ambition. Just to coincide, just to go inside, books behind the lives while we live. And look, the mastermind took the mastermind, just the perfect time, just the mastermind, just the master ground with precision. Look, the mastermind took the...
We would like to call this an appreciation tape for those who recognize the Kendrick Lamar EP. So this is a Kendrick Lamar OD. Because of you, we are overly dedicated.
Oh, okay. So that came around the Overly Dedicated album.
Yeah.
And that was before Section 80.
Okay. No, Corey, like, and this is one of the things, right? This is super fire, and like, I got nothing to take away from it. You know, I just, especially around this time for Kendrick, is when he was.
I mean, this was like 09, 2010.
Right. This is when, like, for me, at that point, he's competing with Wayne.
Yeah, I mean, he was competing with Wayne, Drake, and even Cole.
Cole a little bit.
Cole was
right?
already popping at that time.
And for me, like, Wayne was at the top of the mountain, and anybody that sounded even remotely close to him but wasn't on that level, I wasn't trying to hear it. Right.
Yeah.
And Drake was in that boat as well. Because when Drake first came out, I was like, Drake ain't nothing but a Wayne wannabe. And so like I was like hating mad on like anybody that was trying to what I felt at the time was coattailing Wayne, right? And I was like, nah, I ain't having that. Like, you ain't gonna be out here coming in trying to be the next Lil Wayne, with Lil Wayne they're coming out with a milli, you know, and like all that other shit. Like, so, like for me, he like right off the rip, I got like a bad taste in my mouth, and then 2010, 2012 ish, I pretty much just stopped listening to new rap. And I only, like, you were the same way, right?
Yeah.
We just pretty much stopped listening to new music. Ones and twosy songs would make it through. But like you caught on to him before you closed the door on music, right?
Yeah.
And like that's what we started the channel, was to get back into music that we missed over the years, rediscover music. Like your kids are grown, like my kids are like growing up, whatever. Like we're like, hey, let's start the channel. Let's listen to some music that we've been missing over the years. And we found some phenomenal music, right?
Yeah, man.
Discovering
like
some stuff that
we never
we're giving people chances that we would never even give the time of day to, and it's been a real blessing for that matter. And so, like, I like that we're going down this Kendrick, the heart, because otherwise I would never listen to it.
Yeah,
like realistically, I just don't have time in like my normal day to day to pick this song over the songs that I want to hear.
Over his bangers.
Over like my bangers. Like, yo, I got Jid on like repeat right now.
You gotta have the bangers, man.
Glory and Bodies. I got GNX and CD Off and all that shit coming into. Like, I found some awesome songs. Marble from Nowhere and Sand. Like, like all kinds of stuff, Buzz fam. So let us know what else we need to check out after we get through the hearts. Core gonna be keeping putting me on. We're also doing the same kind of thing with Eminem.
Yep.
Because Core was like, yo, I know Eminem.
I have two Eminems. I have two Eminem. Okay, 3 Eminem albums, you know, that I'm a start to finish, you know, type of guy though. Like everything else, I skimmed through and I was like, yeah, and like again, I know he's like the best rapper, you know, like hands down. But I'm just like, I cannot listen to an Eminem beat or whatever, or just like I just, you know, So we going down each other's favorites now. We are like back and forth, and we're gonna try to do at least one a week for each artist, and just go through the catalogs and like discover those artists while we are still discovering new artists that you guys are putting us on to in the comments. So if you're new here, welcome to the Buzz fam. Grab a cold one. And we'll see y'all next time. Sit that with us. Peace.